speculation to begin with. Was it something he did in England? Was it to do with his trainer? This got shut down on my video earlier today, and I'm going to do it again now live in front of nearly 6,000 people. This has nothing directly to do with Chelsea, not according to what the reports are stating. He hasn't taken anything during his time at Chelsea. So all the reports that, because from rivals here, that Enzo Fernandez is now training with the same personal trainer, maybe he's done something and that's why he's improved. That was always speculation. It's bullshit, and it's been disproven. This is a performance-enhancing drug that he has essentially admitted to taking whilst on international duty with the Ukraine. In the Ukraine and in Russia and other places, this particular drug is legal. That's the defense so far. As far as what I've read is that's the defense. Well, we took it in a country where it's legal, not on international duty, not whilst we were in the UK playing for a Premier League team. Sounds like a really weird defense to me. But this has come out since this morning, and it says further reports in Ukraine are claiming the substance found in Mudryk's sample was I'm going to try and pronounce it right, Meldonium, a performance-enhancing drug that was banned in 2016. The players' representatives have not commented on this. So, boys, not a good look. It seems like they're kind of admitting that something was taken, but not in the UK. It was taken outside of the UK whilst on international duty, but not a great look for the player. And looks like he could be facing a big ban if the B sample comes back.
He's getting banned, bro. Like I was Googling it before I was looking at it. So Maria Sharapova, right? She got banned for 2 years for taking or having the same thing in her blood. When she got drug tested, it's the same thing, Meldonium, and she got banned for 2 years. And she went to Court of Arbitration for Sport, and that got reduced to 15 months, but she was still banned, according to what I read this morning, for 15 months for the same thing. So, yeah, I think he's chalked. I think he's going to get banned. I think it'll be probably it's going to be between a year and 2 years.
Yeah,
because you've got the Court of Arbitration for Sport stuff there. Like, you have to go off the precedent, and depending on how much he's gone over by, he's gonna get banned, man. So yeah, I think he's gonna get banned for about a year.
Just to read this out, so in sport, evidence indicates that this drug increases endurance, improved rehabilitation following exercise, and enhanced activation of the central nervous system.
But what I read when I was reading the Sharapova stuff is that its main stuff is recovery, because what it does is it pushes oxygen into your body more, and it pushes oxygen to your muscles, which aids recovery. So that's you can't do that. That's cheating. So yeah, he's gonna get dusted. And the thing is, what's interesting, when I was reading the thing on the Court of Arbitration for Sport, right? She actually in hers got adjudged to have been not significantly at fault. There are like different categories when you get from what I was reading, there were different categories of
because you can for instance have contaminated meat or
exactly
if for instance you're an athlete in Team GB's Olympic camp and one of the nutritionists or one of the doctors says you can take this drug and you do, you still get banned, but you can have a sentence reduced because
it's reduced. It's reduced. Facts, yeah. But on hers, to get the lowest sort of penalty, you've got, it's kind of mad the way they do it. It's pretty tricky. You've got to admit that you've taken something that contains it, because otherwise you can't do it. So he's going to have to admit that he's taken some sort of drug, which includes this thing that has been found in his piss or whatever, and he's going to get cooked. So for me, I think he's definitely going to get a ban. I think he's going to get at least a year. And yeah, it's chalked, man, isn't it? But it's not that it's going to miss too much Chelsea because he's trash anyway. But yeah, £62 million apparently was the fee that they paid, and now he's probably going to get banned. So yeah, I think he's going to get dusted, man.
Crikey, you look at like us. We were going in for him. We got Trossard instead. Oh, thank God! It's like when you like your mate marries a nutter, and you think then it breaks you. Oh, lucky escape. That is basically what it is with Mudryk. Crikey. And what's mad is he's actually taking performance enhancement. This is him on performance enhancing drugs, and he's still trash. What's he actually going to be like if he doesn't take stuff? I mean, this is bad, isn't it? Let's just be real. It's been a bad signing for Chelsea. And as much as me, LB, have actually got Chelsea wrong this season in terms of what they were going to actually be, and we have got to hold that because they're doing very well. We haven't got this one wrong, mate. He was a bad signing. He can't get into their team. He's playing in the Conference League and scoring goals against Noah and Serviette or whatever the hell they're called. But that's about as far as it will go with him. He's going to be a bad signing and one they'll have to chalk off and just move on from, I think. And if it comes out that this has happened and he is guilty, then yeah, as LB says, he's going to have to take a big ban. I don't think Chelsea will want that, so they'll get rid as soon as they can. I think he's on an 8-year contract with Chelsea, so he's probably going to be contacting them for a long time. So I don't know what they're going to do now. Try and mutually consent that somehow, but that's going to cost them a lot of money, isn't it? So yeah, it's going to be bad.
I wouldn't be surprised though. Chelsea's owners have been very savvy. I wouldn't sign a professional athlete to come and play for my club without a clause which enables me to essentially cancel their contract if they are caught and proven guilty of taking illegal drugs or performance enhancing drugs, because that's something that you can't control that player from doing. So I would never sign a player up. I mean, clubs have weird stuff in their contracts. Like players can have their contracts teared up if they're caught on motorbikes, caught in helicopters, even caught on private jets without permission, things that can lead to accidents and all sorts of other things. So listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea have some type of clause in there. And if they do, they will, and he's found guilty, they will enact on it, because I know that there's been a number of Chelsea fans recently, big up Don, that have been kind of doing some prop that he's improving and becoming a more integral part of the team. I don't think he has been. I think he's been a colossal waste of money, and there might be an opportunity here to essentially get him out of the football club sooner rather than later. I mean, if you can get a fee for him, great. But if he gets a 2-year ban, 3-year ban, I just don't see no one's going to buy him, are they? No one's going to buy him. By the time he comes back, he's right near the end of his contract anyway. So, yeah, you're probably better off just cancelling the contract, moving on from him, swallow a bit of pill to swallow. You know, maybe you've got an insurance policy that means you can claim against it and get some of that money back. I don't know. But, yeah, this is, if it's true, so I know he's still innocent until proven guilty, but 9 times out of 10, when these athletes are caught, especially with a drug like this as well, it's nearly always curtain, especially in football. And I mean, boxing, they seem to get away with it. They'll fight in a different country under a different license. They will talk about eating too many eggs or eating bad meat, but he ain't getting. In my gut feeling, he's not getting away with it. And even like the Chelsea press, like reading a lot of their tweets and articles today, there seems to be like no defense. Does that make sense? It's just this is wrong. This is what he's done here. This year, just come out now, actually, says Mudryk is still waiting for the results of the B sample after the A test was positive. Sports law firms acting for the 23-year-old Ukrainian have repeatedly reminded us since Friday that their client has not been charged with any doping violations. I mean, but the fact they keep doing it. And did you see the statement from the player as well today? Did you see what he said? He said, "I've never knowingly taken anything that was against the rules." As soon as you hear never knowingly did it, it's like, well, what do you mean? It's yeah, I don't know. Feels like it's done. But Chelsea fans, what do you want to happen? What do you want to see happen from here? I'd love to get your thoughts, feelings, opinions on that in the comments section below. Let us know now about that. Terry, you're mid-table. Yes, we are mid-table. I know we are. But I'm not worried about it, though. We're 1 win away from... We can go 6th with a win at the weekend. If City beat Villa and we beat Bournemouth, theoretically, we can go 6th. Depends on our results.
City beat Villa.
Well, I mean, listen, if we win at the weekend and you lose, we'll be a point behind City. No one would have thought that about 3 months ago. Listen, I'm not worried about our league position right now. We'll focus on that later on down the contracts. Ha, who's a Chelsea fan, says terminate the contract, is what he said here. Yes, no, Mahalo Mudryk, Arsenal Stoke attack is really good, Dan. That's what Chelsea fan says here.
No, he's not wrong. I can't even talk about our attack at the moment. It's embarrassment, absolute embarrassment. We'll come on to that.
Yeah, we certainly will. Mudryk, adios. William in is what maximum. Do you know what I'm noticing with Chelsea fans? None of them seem bothered. They almost seem like a little bit relieved.
Why would they be?
Yeah.
Why would they be?
Bro, this guy, man, like, he's rubbish anyway, so who cares, mate? Yeah, like, at the end of the day, he's taken some, it's including this drug that's banned. He's dusted. He's chalk, bro.
A really good friend of mine, Tony, when we were younger, about 21, 22, he was dating this nice enough girl from Brazil. It's about the same age as us. She was over the UK on like a student visa, and they got quite close. They've been together a couple of years. We all thought they were happy. And he started saying, "Oh, she's applying for like a visa to stay." All right. And the closer and closer it got to the decision, the more he ended up admitting, he goes, "Boy, I just don't want to be with her anymore, but I don't know how to break up with her. She scares me a little bit, right?" So she scares you. She's lovely, but I'm scared she's gonna get angry. And then she came. We were at this party, and she arrived, and you can tell she'd been crying. I was like, "Tone, like, what's up with her?" He goes, "Bruv, it's the smile on his face." He went, "He didn't get a visa." So I was like, "Why are you so happy?" Well, now we'll have to split up, and I don't have to be the one to do it. He was so happy. That's what Chelsea fans are reminding me of right now. It's almost, we can get rid of him, but we don't have to say it was a flop. We can say he did it to himself. Woohoo! The get out for him there. Thank you, Luke, for inviting everybody to get that like button hit. Yes, people, please get that done for us right now. Closing in on 1,000 likes, but let's get that up, please, to near the 2,000 mark. Mutu was kicked out and sued. Happy birthday, Terry. Yeah, listen, that's another thing. Maybe sue him back for the money. Maybe get some of your money back. Maybe that's the way. A UFC fighter tested positive for a stem of that drug to weight cut. Whilst it doesn't improve performance directly, it lets you train more.
That's right. It improves recovery times.
Yeah, which is, there was also, was it Colo Toure? He got done for taking fat burning pills that you can buy in a shop, because again, if you're struggling to get rid of your weight as you get older, you're not, that's why they're all performance enhancing drugs.
And the thing is as well, right, these players are proper stupid, yeah, because let's be honest, right, if I'm a professional sport athlete, mate, yeah, now I'll be real, yeah, if I'm a professional sport athlete, especially a footballer where there's big money in it, yeah, how much money is Mudryk on?
$100,000 a week-ish.
So his life's been changed by this. I guess he was probably on decent money in Ukraine, right? But now his life's like completely changed. He's getting absolute cash, right? I'm not being funny, yeah? And I might put a little pre-pause in here, but I ain't putting nothing in my mouth unless it's been checked by the club doctor. Bro, I'll be deadly serious here, mate, yeah? I'm not putting nothing. I'm not taking no Nurofen, ibuprofen, paracetamol, unless I have it written from my club doctor that I can take that, bro. Because there's no way I'm getting sacked or getting my contract terminated because I'm taking some sort of drug, some cold and flu tablet. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm not doing that, mate.
I think that stuff's okay, to be fair, but I hear you. Like, I know you've been a bit
but I wouldn't take it, though.
I agree. No, but listen, I agree. I agree with you. The problem is, when you typically look at people that have taken performance-enhancing drugs, this is the funniest thing. It doesn't make you kick a ball faster. In football, it doesn't really help. It might hit you kick a ball a bit harder. Maybe there are certain drugs that can make a goalkeeper a bit more agile, a little bit more flexible. But it's the recovery. It's better sleep. It's taking fat off. In other sports, I think certain drugs, like a steroid, can make you punch harder. If it makes the muscles bigger, you could theoretically punch harder and everything else, right? But most people that do it are people that are struggling to get to the level they want to be at. So they can be world class, but they might want to be even better, right? They might be average and they might want to get even better. Typically, people that are successful, doing well, and are comfortable with where they're at and very successful, they typically won't take something because you don't need to. You're already up there, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel bad for him.
No, I don't feel bad for these people, man. These people know what they're doing, bro. But you think one day you randomly just wake up, you have a piss or you get your blood taken and, oh, we found testosterone in your, like, higher level of testosterone. Or, oh, we found a drug that makes your muscles recover quicker. Oh, how did that get there? I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. We know what's going on here, yeah? Some of these players, they're taking stuff, they get caught, boom. Yeah? That's just the truth, man. Like, this is what happens, mate. You always get these players that do it, mate. They're stupid, man.
I hear you. And as I say,
that's what I'm saying. If I was a football player, I won't be taking no drug, nothing, unless I had it checked out by a doctor. And I want written confirmation, because if anything went wrong, I'd say my club doctor said I could take it. You
still get banned, but it'd be a shorter ban. It's because you're still
and the club would get screwed. Because
you've still got personal sovereignty. But yes, no, I hear you. Let's say the B sample is negative. I'm looking dodgy at Clear Lake. Like they've set him up. Clear Lake put something in his meat. But I saw a video once of, I don't know who he just beat. I think it was one of the second Wilder fight. And what's his name? Tyson Fury was sitting there. Somebody handed him a bottle of water like this. And he started doing this. He looked at it and he went, I remember he looked at it and it was like a casual thing he said. He went, can you get me one that isn't opened? Because again, people can put things into a drink that then show up in a piss test and you get in trouble.
In like boxing and that, because like there are penalties if you get banned or you get a negative sample or whatever, then you can lose some of your purse. Do you know what I mean? You can lose some of your prize money for that. So in boxing, in UFC and all that, I wouldn't be touching nothing.
Although I've noticed in boxing, no one seems to. They call each other out, but no one really sues anyone because the theory is from some ex-boxers and a lot of MMA fighters is that everybody's doing it. It's just if you get caught, you get caught. That's why there doesn't seem to be as much outrage anymore. Because there was talk about, again, I don't know the science of it because I'm not a scientist, but I've heard them break this down where it's essentially someone will take these 3 drugs and then they'll take these 2 drugs to make sure that the others are not traceable. Because there's ways of putting like cocktails together to make it work. But again, it's either way, I wouldn't be taking the risk personally and risk losing all of that money.